Hi guys, Aka here. Have you ever had a report that when you saw it you went wow or whoa or what in the happened here? Yeah, I have a few reports like that and I'm going to share some of them with you guys. Why? Because every once in a while I like to take a break from the tutorials and have some fun with you guys. Okay, some days ago, I made a post on the channel asking if 1,000 troops could kill 1 million troops. Most of you said yes to that, and guess what? You would be right. Here is that report. And as you can see, I have 1,200 troops killing over 1 million troops. When I saw this, I was like, wow. I didn't think this was possible, and I had to step back for a few seconds to make sure I was seeing it correctly. But yeah, a lot of you thought that this was possible. So this might not be all that crazy for you. Okay, fine. How about this report from my alliance mate with 0 troops killing almost 500,000 troops? Crazy stuff, right? See if you can figure out the trick behind this report. Drop a comment down below. Anyone that gets it right will get a cookie. Now, the next few reports that we're going to go through are not crazy, but I was like, wow, when they happened. It was not what I was expecting. So, we have this report, and this is one of the things that happens when you get caught with your subs out. I wasn't expecting the exchange to be this good. So when I saw it, I was like, wow, okay, that's nice. I'll take that. Then we have this report, which, funny enough, is from the same guy. This one left me quite surprised because I think this is my biggest clear with calves to date right now. I don't really use calves that much to attack. So when I sent this out, I was thinking, okay, clear some troops out, get some points, and then send ground and wipe it out. But this happened, and I was like, okay, that's very nice. Thank you. Now, check out this report. This was the first time that I was hit by a K40. And this was during SVS. As you can see, I have a few reinforcements in there. But when it happened, I was so pumped up. I was like, wow, we actually survived. And ended up coming out just a little bit positive, which was great. So I saved this one. Now, this report was hilarious. As you can see, it's a comfortable win, but here's the story behind it. Look at the powers. You can see my power, you can see the guy's power. This was in battlefield, and I had already been zeroed. For some reason, this guy just kept coming back to hit me. I don't know why. I had no troops, and I think maybe I had hit him earlier before I got zeroed, and the guy was just taking out all his beef on my empty castle. So, later on in the battlefield, my teammates were able to win a mine, and we got troop healing. And then I'm going around trying to take buildings, and this dude shows up again. And he hits me again. But it didn't quite go the way he planned. In your face. So yeah, this one was hilarious and I kept this one. Now, the next report was a real head scratcher. Like, this report left me thinking for a while. Okay? You know what? Instead of me trying to explain it, let me just show it to you. Here is the report. This was from Shalon's a few seasons back. I can't really remember exactly when. And this was a rally that I took. Okay, as you can see, it's a ranged rally and they had quite a few troops in there. I ended up winning the rally, but after this, I pretty much didn't have anything left. So I was just running on dead legs. Okay, when you see this, knowing that it's a ranged rally, what would you expect? For me, my initial thoughts were like, okay, my ground must have put in work and things like that. I lost quite a few troops. I'll regroup and see what I can do after this. But then I went to the troop section to look at what was going on there, and it just baffled me. Here, have a look. So, these are my troops. This is what I had in. Okay? Look at my ground. Look at the number of my ground that were killed versus the number of enemy troops that my ground killed. Now, look at my siege. I don't get it. I didn't get this. I expected my ground to put in much more work than this, and they pretty much just up and died. And you think this is bad? It gets worse when you look at the T-13s. Like, they did hardly anything against a range rally. And you'd probably be thinking that, okay, maybe the opponents had a lot of siege in their marches. No, not really. Pure archers for most of them. Hardly any siege in there. So it just makes you think like, okay, well, what happened then? I know that siege kills range. Okay? That I'm fine with. What I'm not fine with is the fact that my ground got so few kills. And they pretty much just up and died for the most part. I mean, the T-13 is really bad. The T-12, a bit better, but still bad. And then the siege just went crazy. It's like, look at the T-14 siege. Look at the T-13 siege. Look at the T-12 siege. Even the T-11. So, after this report, I sat down for a while and looked at it and tried to figure out exactly what was going on. Now, after this happened, I decided to do two things. The first thing was, I decided to pay a bit more attention to my siege. The second thing that I decided to do after seeing this report was I decided to put ground speed on my wall general. The rationale? I figured that maybe having something to do with the range, that the ground were not getting to the archers in enough numbers and were just getting killed out. So I figured that adding ground speed might take care of that situation. And funnily enough, ever since I did that, I have never had a situation like this happen again. Of course, since that time, I've taken several range rallies and I have never had a similar situation like that. See this report, for example. For me, this is what it's supposed to look like. This one as well. Another range rally. And the numbers are looking okay. They're looking good for me anyway. So you could take this as anecdotal evidence that ground speed works on defense. But for me, it worked and I've seen the improvement and I'm sticking with it for now. Maybe at some point in time, I'll try it out again to see if there are any significant changes. Okay, guys, now for the final report. Check this out. This was in battlefield against a K-40. Okay, he sent ground and I managed to survive the attack. This report was crazy for a couple of reasons. The first one, as you can see, I think this was the first time that I got hit by a K-40 with march size of over 4 million troops. But you know what was a real first? Can you see that? Can you see this? My first solo defense against T-15s. Oh boy, Aka in the driver's seat. I mean, I saw this and I was like, wow. Okay, just looking at the power exchange, I could tell that this guy was packing some serious heat, but I was not expecting the T-15s. And I looked at the report and I was like, wow. So I was psyched up and I was like, yeah, this is a good battlefield. I was really happy with this one. But you know what they say? Revenge is a dish best served cold. And about 20 minutes later, I got served a frozen plate. Oh my goodness. I saw this and I was like, yep, that would do it. Oh my. So it was actually quite fun because I hadn't been zeroed in a while. Fortunately, my alliance, we went on, we won the battlefield, which was great. The guy messaged me, we chatted for a bit, nice guy, he added me as a friend, and we're all good. So yeah, I saved these and, doesn't feel too bad getting zeroed by T15s. So that's what I have to share, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more stuff like this, and I'll see what I can put together. Thank you very much. Aka signing out.